Hello, good day from St. Paul's United Church of Christ in Somerset, Pennsylvania. I'm Pastor Matt, and this is, I believe, our third midweek mindfulness meditation in our series here during Lent. And again, just as a reminder, we aim to have these come out midweek, Wednesdays, each week during Lent. And we aim for 6 o'clock in the morning for them to go live on our social media, YouTube, Facebook, and then they're on demand on those platforms throughout the day, there on out. That you can come back, revisit any of our meditations, engage in them again if you find one to be particularly helpful for you. Today's one is another mindfulness meditation, but it is a different sort of one, different modality to get us sort of centered in things, in our body especially. And I have to admit, this is one of the ones that I find to be one of the more challenging for me personally. So it is with a little bit of fear and trepidation I bring it to you and just say, do as I say, not as I do, so to speak, in this meditation. But it is one that is really holistic from your body, mind, and spirit standpoint. It is often referred to as a body scan, where we take some quiet time to get to know how our bodies are feeling. And for some of you, I know that can be a very challenging thing, especially if you're dealing with some sort of pain, chronic pain or injury. What folks who are practitioners of this have found, and I have encountered a few of my friends that enjoy doing the body scan because they find that it helps to center them and actually bring some relief to whatever they may be feeling, whether that is tension carried in a part of their body or some kind of anxiety. So from that standpoint, it can be helpful. In other ways, if you have some sort of chronic injury or chronic pain going on, it may be advisable at that point to name it, breathe through it, and maybe we won't focus, or you won't focus on that part as much unless you find that to be helpful. With all of these meditation models that we put out there, they're meant to be, at least how I see them, as customizable to wherever you are and whatever you're dealing with in your life. So for example, if we're doing the centering type of prayer where we focus on a word or image, and you may hear someone say do it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. If that's not working for you and you're doing it for like a minute or 2 or 5 minutes, great for you. And sometimes we build on that, but to kind of stick with it and be open about it to what you're comfortable with and what you can do, that's what it's about. So I'm going to talk you through the approach of doing a body scan. I made some notes on this, and I'm doing that so you kind of know where we are going. Plus also, if tomorrow or the next day you want to revisit this video and look at, be refreshed, and do it on your own, you can. Okay, so it's kind of a teaching piece. So we'll do that first, and then we'll do the actual scan. So the first thing is you try to get cozy, and that means different things for different people. For me, it doesn't mean sitting on this stool. It may mean sort of sitting in my office chair or in my recliner at home and sort of just getting cozy. But for purposes of this video, I'm going to do it on the stool. Get cozy. Some people like to lay down. Some people like to recline. Some people like to sit with both feet on the floor and their bodies centered, upright. Whatever that means for you, get cozy. We're going to focus, and focus means close your eyes. Some of you may want to close your eyes and begin by focusing on your breathing. And that simply means notice the sensation that you have while breathing in and out, what that feels like, okay? So we'll focus on breathing. Let's just do a little practice of that. We just breathe out, breathe in, hold it, out, in, out. What's the sensation feel like? What parts of your body do you notice moving? And can you quiet those parts and notice the breath in and out? So then we choose from there on out, center ourselves in some breathing, notice what's happening there. We then work through where to start. I tend to start at the top and work down. Some people like to start and focus on maybe a part of their body, legs, arm, wherever, and work through the different body parts that way. Sometimes people just do a section of their body, whatever's right for you. But we're going to do from the top down, okay? And in focusing on each part, sometimes spending a few seconds, anywhere from maybe 20 seconds to a minute, on an area or part, breathing, noticing what you notice and see and feel is part of that. For our exercise, we're going to be more on the 20 seconds end of it than the 30 seconds to a minute. Pay attention. Pay attention what sensations you're feeling. Do you have pain? Do you have tension? Some kind of discomfort in that area? Anything going on out of the ordinary? Of course, go slow. We're not going to rush through it. Again, spending anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds upwards to a minute in an area. And what I'd suggest is if you're in an area where it's feeling particularly helpful, spend more time there. And it's not like equaling it all out that you have to do a minute here, a minute here, a minute here, a minute here. It's about what feels right. But try to go slow. Acknowledge if you notice some kind of pain or discomfort. Acknowledge those emotions that come with those sensations. And it's okay to name them in your head, accept them without any criticism of yourself. Don't sit there and criticize yourself. For example, if you were out skiing and you fell and you broke a bone, don't beat yourself up for that. If that hurts, just accept that pain for what it is and maybe say a little prayer for relief for that. Breathing throughout this, we will continue to breathe and pay attention to our breathing. We also will practice release. Releasing your mental awareness of a specific body part and direct it to the next area of focus. So if we start in our head, we will notice that, we'll breathe through that, and then we will gently move on to the next part and try to mentally release that part of your body. I know it sounds a little odd, but it's about mindfulness of specific parts of our body. So that means releasing and placing aside what we have focused on. Moving along from one part to the next, it's vital for us to sense the whole. So we will move it along as we go along here in this exercise. And when you try it on your own at home, I encourage you to do that. Not be afraid to place one aside and go to the next. Then I mentioned the monkey mind, a couple weeks ago. This comes up again, drifting thoughts. What do you do with drifting thoughts? Well, instead of focusing on a word or a phrase, we allow ourselves to focus on the part that we are on. So you may be thinking about a lot of tension in my shoulders, breathing through that, and then you might find yourself drifting, saying, boy, what a week it's been. We had this happen. I got to get through this to go do that, and I'm finding tense. Release that and just focus on the part of your body. Okay? Come back in to that. Again, as we begin to wrap all of these things up, you visualize and breathe. Once we finish scanning those parts of our body, we allow ourselves to envision our whole body, our entirety, and breathe that in, breathe that out. And I had one teacher that led me through this that said, imagine a vessel of some sort, like your favorite mug being filled up with your favorite drink, milk, coffee, but allow that liquid to fill up that space, and you're that vessel. Allow yourself to be filled by the Spirit, in the totality of all our parts together. So then we slowly then release our time and come back to an awareness of everything around us. So again, for me, this is always very challenging because I have to methodically move on from step to step, and I will be the one kind of working us through this at this point and to help you along. And like I said a minute or two ago, if you want to come back to this video and watch the helpful parts of it or the whole thing in its totality, at any time, tomorrow, next day, next week, you can do this. And one last word. This might be your thing, or might not be your thing. It might not be your thing. The thing about these spiritual practices is that I've found that some really resonate with me, while others I find to be I don't connect with as much, and that's okay. It's like anything in life. Sometimes in life you feel really drawn to something or a practice, and other times you're just not, and that's okay. But it's about the experience and trying it out. That's what we'll do. So get yourself comfortable in a comfortable position, and I'll get our little singing bowl here, and we'll get started. Go ahead and find your comfort level, and then we'll breathe. Close your eyes and begin focusing on your breath. Breathe in and out. Breathe in a little more. Hold and out. Simply at your own pace, focus on your breathing, on your breath. What's that feel like filling up your lungs? Begin now at the top of your head, the crown of your head. And pay attention. Pay attention moving down through your head. Are there areas of tension, pain, discomfort? Anything out of the ordinary? Continue to breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Move down from your head to your neck and your shoulders. Focus on how do your shoulders feel? Your upper back. Noticing pain, discomfort, perhaps symptoms of anxiety. Continue your breathing in and out. Slowly move down your right arm, from your shoulder to the top of your arm, down to your hand and your fingers. Move now to your left arm, starting at the top at your shoulder, following down your arm to your hands, fingers to the fingertips. What do you notice? Are there areas of comfort, pain, different sensations? Take a moment and sit with them. Of course, breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Notice your chest, your lungs that lay within, and your heart and the muscles. Inhaling, exhaling. Your heart beating. What do you notice there? Any pain, tension, or discomfort? Anything out of the ordinary? Breathe through them, inhaling and exhaling. Move down now to your abdomen, your gut. Do you notice anything there? Often we hold anxiety there as a knot in our stomach. Is there any discomfort, any tension, any digestive issues. If now, as you notice breathing in and out, realizing them and letting them go, acknowledging them, letting them go. You are likely sitting at some point, if not now, and your butt bears the weight, provides us rest for our legs. It can be points of discomfort, tension. Breathe through those things. Deep cleansing breaths. Let's focus on our legs. We'll focus on them together. They operate as a pair to keep us moving and up. Sometimes we experience challenges with one or both of them. Let's pay attention to how they feel. First, the right, the upper legs, femur, and the muscles there that are so strong. The left leg. Do you notice discomfort? What sensations can you name? Breathe through those, releasing what may be painful or difficult. Continue down to your right leg, to your knee, your right knee. Is there pain there, discomfort? What sort of sensations are you experiencing? Breathe through this, release what is negative. Breathe in what is good. And then move on to your left knee and repeat that process. We follow down from our knees to our lower legs, right and left. Again, breathing through, recognizing feelings, sensations, soreness, discomfort, pain, tiredness, whatever the case may be. Breathe through those feelings, be aware of them. Breathe out what's negative, breathe in thankfulness for what is good. We focus now on our feet, starting at our ankles, down to our toes and in between, starting first with our right foot. We take a moment to give thanks for these feet. They get us around. We also experience injury, challenge, discomfort, pain, changes in our feet over years. We sit with these things. First our right foot, breathing out pain, breathing out anxiety, concern, and breathing in thanksgiving for our feet. We shift now to our left foot, thinking again of all that it's done for us and we do together. the changes, the pain, injury at times. Breathing in and out, letting go. We've now scanned our body from the top of our head to the tips of our toes. A quick scan, but we've done that. And now imagine your whole body. Breathing in blessedness from our Creator, exhaling pain, challenge as a prayer. Imagining our bodies as vessels to be filled up by God's goodness, by God's healing, by peace. Breathing in and out, inhaling and exhaling. Now we slowly come back, opening our eyes if you haven't opened them, and acknowledging that our bodies, our whole selves go with us. They're always there, we're always together, but we are centered now to go and tackle whatever it is the day has in store for us, our schedules, or perhaps to now settle down for a rest. And I do hope it is a time of renewal, a time of healing. May you have blessings on your journey.